All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. I'm Shauna. I'll be taking you through class. You're about to engage in intense physical activity. Proceed with caution. Do not attempt to perform any movements or activity that currently exceed your physical capabilities. Participants with injuries, high blood pressure, chronic health conditions, recent chest pain, or that have any other condition that may limit your ability to participate should consult their physician or healthcare provider before proceeding. All right. Let's go ahead and come up to our feet. Gonna bring your feet underneath your hips, toes pointing straight ahead. We're gonna go through 3 cycles of breathing. So we're gonna breathe in nice and deep. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale, relax down. Good job. Twice more. Breathe and reach. Exhale, relax. Fantastic. And last time. Lifting up out of the hips, reach through those shoulders and all the way down. Very good. Gates of heaven next. Arms heavy. Let the hips guide the motion. Breathe as you move here. Just get some nice rotation through the torso. Very good. A couple more times side to side. Very nice. We're going to go either hands over the shoulders or behind the head. Walk the feet in, little bend in those knees, and now we're going to bow forward, setting those hips back, saying hello to the hamstrings. Engage the glutes, stand straight up, and long spine, bowing forward, and stand. Good job. 2 to 3 more. Very good. Avoiding any locked out position of the knees, just a gentle bend, and straight up. Good job. Last one. And stand. Very nice. We're going to start to swing through the arms, opening the shoulders a bit more, and just add a little side step to it. So alternate which arm's on top, and then squeeze those shoulder blades back and down as you open. Smooth breathing. Very good. From here, we're going to go into a paused march. So walk the feet in, lift up through your midline. Opposite hand with the opposite knee. Up and pause. So working that balance to start. Hips and shoulders square. And think about gripping, pushing that big toe into the floor on that support leg. Very good. Up and hold. Fantastic. 1 to 2 more each side. Step jacks or jumping jacks are next. And here we go. Stepping out to the side. Fantastic. And if you feel ready for a little bit of jumping, if you'd like to do a little bit of jumping, go for it. We're going to go 20 more seconds here. Increase that heart rate. Very nice. 10 more seconds. There you go. And 2, 1, and rest. We're going to go back to the hamstring stretch, this time 1 leg at a time. So heel down, toe up, long spine again, bowing forward, and stand. We're going to go 3 to 5 on each side, all on one side, and then we'll switch. Very nice. Waking up the back of the leg, stretching it out well. And then same thing, other side when you're ready. Heel down, toe up, lifting up out of the chest, bowing forward. Looking straight ahead, long spine. Really send those hips back. Fantastic. Couple more. And last one. Very nice. When you finish that, let's go to our hip circles. Hands on the hips, and we'll circle those hips around. We're going to go 2 to 3 times each direction. Squeeze those glutes as you send those hips forward, over and around, and switch when you're ready. Other direction, same idea. Fantastic. Quad stretch next. We're going to stay standing. If you prefer to lie on the floor, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, we'll practice some balance. Lifting up, looking to grab that foot, pulling the heel towards the glute. Very good. Pull the shoulders back as well. And watch, you don't want to arch that back. So keep the ribs down. 10 more seconds here. 2, 1, and relax. Same thing, other side. Grip that foot, lifting up, and grab that opposite side. Very good. 20 seconds on this side. Just starting to drive that thigh back as you pull the heel towards the glute, stretching out the front of that quad. And 2, 1, and relax. Very good. We're gonna go one more cycle through. March and punch this time instead of that pause march. So knees up, reaching across the body. Try to keep that hand right about shoulder height. Punch and reach. Breathe. Good job. There you go. Waking it up. Fantastic. And then one more set of either step or jump jacks. Good job. We're gonna take it down to the floor after we do this, activating some of the lower body and shoulders a bit as well. Very nice. 15 more seconds. Fantastic. Less than 10. Chest tall, eyes up, and 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Let's go ahead and take it down to the floor. All right, we're gonna start with the forearms, getting the wrists prepped for this session. So palms down, fingers towards you. Just gently lean back, bring your toes together, divide the knees, similar to a child's pose position, and then rocking side to side. Very good. Turn the hands in, fingers face in towards one another, and rotate around. Switch directions when you're ready. Very good. From here, reach the arms straight out in front, drop the hips back, child's pose. Drop the head between the arms, and breathe into the back of the rib cage. Nice deep breaths. Breathe in, and nice slow exhale. Once more, breathe in and out. Very good. Place the hands back underneath the shoulders, walk the knees in, and rock the hips side to side. Quadruped hip rock. Rock it to one side and the other. There you go. Very good. And then with the hands still underneath the shoulders, turn your toes under, drive the hips straight up in the air, and pulse that head between the arms. Gently rock forward, rock back, really opening through the chest. And then when you're ready, drop those heels down, pedal out the feet. Get a nice stretch in the back of the calves. All right, after this, we're gonna make our way onto our back. Just do a couple stretches for the low back, and then we're gonna be doing some glute bridge work. All right, so go ahead and take it down. Make your way onto your back. Pull those shoulders together, lying flat. We're gonna start by hugging both knees in towards the chest. So double knee to chest, pull the chin in towards the chest as well. And you can just gently rock your hips, rock your legs side to side. Everything feels good there. We'll bring the arms out to 90 degrees at the side of the body, and then we'll go into that 2-knee twist, bringing both legs to one side, look over the opposite shoulder, and then pulling them up and across, and same thing other side. Both legs drop down. Very good. And one more time on each direction. And across. All right, we're gonna go right into that glute bridge. So feet flat, knees bent, chin pulled in, and then whenever you're ready, you're gonna drive those hips up and forward, pause in the top. We're gonna go 45 seconds here. Relax down, push them up and forward, pulling that chin in to lengthen the back of the neck as well. Very good. Nice time to close the eyes. Just focus on the back side of the body. Really try to get more and more of that glute tissue to fire. Glute, just another name for your bottom, back side. Fantastic. About 10 more seconds, 2 to 3 more reps here, pausing in the top. And think about still staying long through that low back as you extend those hips up. So try not to pinch into your low back. And go ahead and rest. From here, we're simply going to roll over onto our stomachs. You're going to go face down. Call these our lying flies. We're going to go palms up, pull the chin in. You're going to lift your torso off the ground, push your hands up towards the ceiling, squeezing those shoulder blades together, down and relax. You can keep this as an upper body work exercise only, or if you want to add a little bit more glute to it, you can squeeze the bum and lift your feet off the ground as well. So it kind of comes into more of a Superman. We're going to go 30 seconds here. Pull those shoulders down, up and pause, down and relax. Squeeze the glutes. And again, trying to stay long through the spine. So I'm thinking about trying to lengthen from my top of my head to the bottom of the toes. If you're feeling any kind of pinch in the low back, then don't do the lower legs. Just lift the arms and push up towards the ceiling. One more, up and squeeze, pushing up, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Go ahead and come on up to all 4. In between sets, we're going to do a little bit of rotational work for the mid back. So placing the hand underneath the shoulder, hand behind the head, elbow to the elbow, lifting up out of that support shoulder, peer towards the ceiling. Let's get 5 on each side. So read this twice more through. For those glute bridges, you can either keep it on the floor like we just did, or if you want to move yourself near a chair or a couch, you can elevate your feet up. Start to activate a little bit more of the hamstrings. After about 5 of these rotations, go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, other side. Breathe in to close. Exhale as you open. Peer over that shoulder. Very good. 1 to 2 more. Fantastic. When you finish that, go ahead and make your way back onto your back. Again, if you'd like to elevate the feet, you can. We're going to start our 45 seconds in 5 seconds. So either feet flat on the ground, knees bent, or elevate the feet up. 2, 1, here we go. Full 45 seconds here. Up and pause. Pull that chin in, down and relax. Very nice. We're going to be doing 3 different variations here, so you have the choice to switch it up if you'd like. On the 3rd round, we're going to do what we call a glute bridge march. We're going to do like a single leg support if you feel ready for it. Good job. Another 20 seconds here. Pausing in the top. Remember to think about staying long through the spine. Good job. Let's get 1 more. Up and hold. And down and relax. Whew, good job. Go ahead and hug those legs in as you turn yourself over, making your way back to the stomach. Move my chair. All right, so we're going to stick with those lying flies. We're going to do them for 30 seconds. So hands out to the side, palms up, pull those shoulders down, pull that chin in, 2, 1, and here we go. Pushing up. Just like imagine like you're trying to take your palms and push up against the ceiling. So just like an upward motion. And I think about kind of pulling those shoulder blades down my back as I lift and pause. Good job. Halfway, chin in, looking straight down towards the floor. Still trying to stay long from head to toes. Let's go 1 more, 2, 1, and relax. Very nice. Let's kind of come up. Let's drop back in a child's pose for a second.
Shauna?
Yes.
In ballet, those are called backups. Instead of a sit-up, it's a backup.
A backup. All right. I like it, Diane.
It's an opposite.
Behind the head, you can either stay up on the palm, or if you want to dip a little bit deeper into that twist, you can come onto the forearm. Let's go 5 on each side again. Elbow to elbow, lifting up and rotate. Breathe in and exhale. Remember to follow that elbow with your gaze, peering over the shoulder. After about 5, same thing, other direction. Rotate and lift. All right, we're going to go one more sequence. After you finish these 5, we'll make our way back onto our back. So you can stick with either of the first 2 versions that we did of those glute bridges, or if you'd like to join us for that glute bridge march, that's what I'll be demonstrating this time. So on the backs, to start with the march, you go up into that bridge position and you look to hold this the whole time. And then from here, it's a march. So I'm pushing my hands on the floor, really focused to stabilize those hips, not to let them drop. And we're alternating side to side. So whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and start that 45 seconds. Anytime that you need a break, just come down, shake it out for a second. Still pulling that chin in. Very good. Pushing through that foot, hold those hips as level as you can. Be intentional as you switch from side to side. Fantastic. 15 seconds left. Maybe one more each side. Whew. 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Before we flip over for those backups or lying flies, let's go figure 4 first. So foot crosses over the opposite thigh. Pull that leg in towards the chest. We're going to hold this one for about 30 seconds. After you start to open up that hip, if you'd like to add some hamstring movement, waking up that sciatic nerve, you'll extend that non-stretching side, point the foot to the ceiling, pull it towards your face, and then bend that knee back down. Let's go about 2 more of those. Extend up, point, lift towards the face, and hugging it in. Final time. Down and switch. Fantastic. Same thing, other side, foot to the opposite thigh, hug it in. Just take your time into that figure 4 stretch first. Opening through that hip. And then when you're ready, you can add that opposite leg. Extend, point, pull it towards the face, and bend it back down. Very nice. Twice more. All right, we're gonna do one more set of those lying flies when we finish here, or backups, as Diane says they call them in ballet. I like that as well. And then we're getting ready for some upper body work. So go ahead, release out of that figure 4, make your way back onto your stomach. And we'll go one more time through on these back raises. So again, get yourself into a good positioning. Palms straight up, pull that chin in, and 2, 1, here we go. Pull those shoulders down. Remember, if it feels like it's too much to include the lower body, just lift that upper body up, or you can squeeze the glutes and lift the feet and toes off the ground as well. You need to pull the shoulders down the body, pushing up. You're trying to push the air up towards the ceiling with your palms. Breathe in, exhale to lift, and 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Place those hands. Let's drop back into child's pose once more. Toes together, knees divide, and this time we're going to go palms up. So little fingers come together, pinky fingers together, and then you'll sit back. So just the opposite position of the hands, palms up instead of palms down. Very good. Breathe here. One more breath here. Fantastic. And let's go ahead and walk the hands to one side. Take your inside arm, reach it nice and long, and then drop the side body down. Child's pose side stretch. So get a nice stretch through the lat here. One more breath, and then when you're ready, walk the hands to the opposite side. Same idea. Inside hand reaches nice and long. Drop down, drop the head down. All right, so for our circuit coming up, we're going to be doing an overhead press, followed by a bent over row, and then a little bit of breathing work in between arms. So it'll be 30 seconds of an overhead press, 30 seconds of a bent over row, 30 seconds of like some marching, skipping, what have you. And then we'll switch sides, same thing on the other side. We'll be doing that for 3 sets total. And the march, jumping jacks, all recommended. Maybe you have some good music over there. You're always welcome just to dance around and keep it fun. But before we jump right into that, let's just stretch the upper body a hair more, get ready for that overhead work. We're going to do our tricep side bend from a stagger stance. So let's start on your right side, step your right foot back, reach your right arm straight up in the air, watch the rib position. So ribs down, bend the elbow, grab that elbow, and then we're bending towards that front leg 3 to 5 times. And in this stagger stance, you gotta take advantage of that to open up the front of the hip as well. Send those hips forward, engage that back glute as you stretch the side. Good job. And once more. And relax. Good job. Shake it out. Same thing on the left. Step your left foot back. Reach that left arm nice and high. Bend the elbow. Grab that elbow. And then bending towards that lead leg. You can add that hip flexor a bit to it, driving that hip forward as you bend to the side. Breathe in and out. In and out. Fantastic. Last time. And release. All right, very good. So let's go ahead and start in about 10 seconds. We're going to start on that left side overhead press. If you're not quite sure what we're doing, just watch initially and then join us when you're ready. Feet pointing straight ahead. 2, 1. Here we go. Drive that weight straight up. Elbow comes forward. Breathe. Very good. When we're pushing overhead, we want to focus to elevate that shoulder. So really the only time that we're going to try to bring that shoulder up and towards the ears. Nice. Maybe one more. Push high and relax. Good work. We'll take 10 seconds. Bent over row is next. You can support on a bench or a chair or stand in a long lunge. So support that non-working arm, and here we go. Elbow straight up, reaching forward. Fantastic. Keep that belly button pulled in. Hold nice and strong through your midline. Try to pause in the top, pulling that shoulder in. Reach and pull. Couple more. We're going to set this down. 2, 1, relax. And coming on up, getting ready for that march and punch. 2, 1, here we go. Nice work. And if you want to add a little hop to it, kind of do a skip. That'll increase that heart rate just a little bit more. So it just depends upon how your body's feeling. 15 more seconds. 2. Oops, sorry. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and relax. All right, 15 seconds. Then we're going to repeat that on the right side. So overhead press first, whichever arm that you didn't do. I was on the left, so if you were on the left as well. 2, 1, here we go. Pushing nice and high. Elbow forward. Connect to that breathing. I just usually hold my non-working hand on the belly for this one. Just kind of reminds me to keep that midline strong, not to arch the back as I push up to overhead. Looks great, Jean. And I push that weight like right over top of the head. Sometimes people will tend to go out to the side. Think straight up. And 2, 1, rotate. Bent over row is next. Same side of the body. This one in a stagger stance. Reaching forward and begin when you're ready. Elbow high, reach down, row through. Very good. Holding that head neutral, so looking straight down at your non-working hand or that lead foot. Pulling that chin in. Fantastic. Pause in the top, squeezing that shoulder blade in. And 2, 1, and relax. Good job. We're going to go our seal jacks or step jacks next. So standing tall, hands in front. You open this feet, open the arms, close it down, open and close. So you can step or we can hop. Good. Shoulders down, chest open. Wonderful. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. Let's grab a quick drink. And we're going to be back to that left arm in 20 seconds. That's set 1, folks. We're going to do that twice more. All right, 10 seconds till we start. Back to that overhead press. Walking those feet in. 2, 1, and here we go. Connect to the breathing. Pushing high to overhead. Nice. Halfway. There you go. Nice full extension with that shoulder. Elevating it along the torso. Couple more. And rotate. Fantastic. Bend over row, same side of the body. 2, 1. Begin when you're ready. Shoulder back and down. Head neutral, looking straight on. Remember to allow that shoulder to kind of reach towards the floor and the bottom and then retract it in. So you protract, reaching forward, and then pulling it back and in. 10 more seconds. Fantastic. Maybe one more. We're going back to our march and punch next. And rotate. If you're ready to start, you can go right to it. Otherwise, we'll start in 5. I'm losing my ponytail. 2, 1, and here we go. Marching and punching. You want to add that skip? You can add a little skip and hop to it. Nice work, ladies. Moving well. Halfway there. Let's see now. Oops, wrong side. Trying to get that opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep those shoulders up. Punching up at the shoulder level. 2, 1. Rest and rotate. All right, halfway point. Second set on that second arm. 2, 1, and begin. Pushing high. There you go. Good, Diane. Try to bring it right over the head. I know that side's a tough side for you. Straight up, elevating through. Fantastic. Good, ladies. Elbow forward when you come down. Pushing high to the ceiling. Couple more reps. And rotate. Good job. Bend over row, same side of the body. Strong into position. And here we go. Elbow straight up. Yeah. Pull that chin in. Good, Diane. Reaching straight down. Yeah, stand in that stagger stance. There you go, Diane. Good. Hold it in at the top. So we're trying to set that shoulder blade back on the rib cage. Good, under 10 seconds. Going back to those seal jacks. And rotate. All righty here. So we're stepping it out. Open through the chest. Adding that hop if you like. Woo! These are the ones that kind of feel a little funny. So just laugh at yourself. Anytime you need to take a break from the jumping, you can always go back to those steps. Chest open, shoulders down out of the ears. Halfway, 15 seconds left. Wonderful. All right, this is the end of set 2. We just have one more rotation here. 2, 1, and rest. We'll take 20 seconds. You need to make any changes with your weights? Back on your left arm if you're same side as me. All right, 10 seconds till we start. 2, 1, and here we go. Midline strong, pushing high. Wonderful. Those shoulders strong. Good solid overhead reach. Very nice. 5 seconds. Bent over row is next. And rotate. Good job. You can either support on a chair with your feet in a line or go into that stagger stance. And whenever you're ready, elbows straight up. Good, strong breathing. Pausing in that top position, squeeze, elbow high. Fantastic, folks. 10 seconds left. And 2, 1, and rotate. All right, march and punch or the skips. Ready? And here we go. Last time with this one. Wonderful. Almost there. Good, and rest. Same thing, opposite arm, last time through on this overhead work. 2, 1, here it is. Straight up, elbow forward. Gonna wake up the glutes, still squeeze those guys, gripping the toes down, and just watch that you're not hyperextending the knees, just a little bend in the knees. Fantastic, 10 seconds. 2, 1, and final piece of this bent over row. Long stance, good support. Whenever you're ready, elbow straight up. Yep, so think elbow high to the ceiling. As high above your torso as you can pull it there, Diane. Good job. Not so much worried about the position of the weight, but pull, imagine like a string from the ceiling down to the back side of that elbow, pulling it up, reaching forward. Good. There it is. Breathe in, exhale. Almost there, let's go 2 more. And last one, and rest. Oh, finishing out with our step jacks. Woo, and here we go. 30 seconds, stepping it out, hopping. Wonderful. Keeping that heart rate up. Just have one more circuit after this. Woo. Great job. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Let's grab some water. Get a little drink. We're going to warm up for some squatting next. Whew. All right, so if you're fairly confident in your squat, then don't worry about an assist. If your hips are a little stiff today, grab onto a chair, come over to a doorway, whatever works well. Feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, hanging on, sending those hips back, trying to drop those hips below the knees as able. If you're confident down there to stay on the heels, you can just gently sway side to side and then come on up. So heels planted, knees pushing out nice and wide. Fantastic. And up. Let's go one more. Sinking back and stand. Beautiful. So we're going to have about 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and open up the upper body while I'm just telling you what we're doing. So we're gonna go elbow at shoulder height, inside leg steps forward and rotate away, open up through that chest. So we're gonna go 30-second exercise intervals here for each piece. 30 seconds of a squat, or you can add that overhead press for the thruster. Then we're gonna go into a renegade row. You can do it elevated or on the floor. From there, we're gonna go into a burpee, and you can have 30 seconds to rest, or if you wanna keep that heart rate up the whole time, you can do some jumping jacks. So switch sides. Same thing, other arm. Place that elbow about shoulder height, lean into it, and then turn your body away, opening through the chest. Very good, about 10 more seconds here. And we're not gonna have any assigned rest between exercises, so be smart about that and go to come out of that. You can add and rest in anytime you want. I'm gonna show the first round from like an elevated position on the plank work and the burpees, and then I'll take the other rounds down to the floor, all right? On that renegade row, make sure that if you're gonna use weights, that they're not gonna slide around on the floor. So that's gonna be the one. I don't recommend weights on the chair unless you're really confident there, but on the floor, rowing one side up and the other. Okay, if you don't have those weights, or if you're doing it elevated, we're just gonna do it as if we have weights, rowing through those shoulders. Okay, so you can either squat, we're gonna start in 20 seconds, regular squat with or without weights, or that thruster is where we're gonna drive straight up to overhead, squatting down, up to overhead. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the same weights that I'm gonna use for that renegade row. All right, folks, set those feet about hip width apart. 2, 1, and here we go. Sinking back. Bye, Diane. Breathe through. Eyes up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll connect with you later. Sink back, push tall. Good job. Breathe. And getting ready to rotate. Renegade rows or the plank row and rotate. Good job. Like I said, I'm going to show it elevated. If you know it, you're welcome to take it to the floor. Midline strong, elbows up. We go from this renegade row straight into a burpee. So if you're down on the floor with weights, you just set your weights aside and go right into your burpee. 5 seconds here. Keep breathing. 2, 1, and transition. Elevated, we just step it up or hop it up, squeeze the glutes, reach to overhead. You can either go full push-up or not. You can always do that plank version as well. Coming down to the top of the push-up, stepping or hopping the feet up, squeeze the glutes, pull yourself tall. Step back, step up, and reaching up to overhead. Wonderful. Rest break or jumping jacks are next. And transition. Woo. All right. So that's set 1. We're going to take you through a total of 5 sets, total of 10 minutes. So just feel it out as you go. 15 seconds. We'll be back to those squats or the thrusters. All right, go ahead and grab your weights if you want to use them. And 3, 2, 1, set 2. Set those feet about hip width apart, sinking back, driving tall. Breathe. Very nice. Back and up. Don't have to go overhead, your choice. We're halfway through, going into our renegade rows next. Sinking those hips back, focus on the depth of that squat. And 2, 1, transition. So taking it down or keeping it elevated. I should get my feet just outside the hips here, help keep everything nice and square. Very good. Jean, I have no idea how you're balancing on those modified weights, but I'm impressed. Holding strong, getting ready for our burpee. And 2, 1, here we go. So top of the push-up, up to your feet. If you are stepping your feet, try to take note and alternate which foot steps up, which foot steps back. You want to take it all the way down to the floor, you can. Just hold a good position in the shoulders, moving through. Woo. Getting on the floor, getting off the floor, on the floor and off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Step or jump. Nice job. Into set 2. So I can get my whole head in the frame. Always a challenge here. All right, 15 seconds till we start. Be back to those thrusters or just those weighted squats. Set those feet about hip width apart. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sinking back. Control into the bottom. A lot of times you'll see people just kind of drop down there. So control down. Stay engaged in the midline. Standing tall. Well done. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. Breathe in, breathe out, and renegade rows or the plank row. Good strong support on that one arm. Keeping the hips and shoulders as square as you can as you switch side to side. Get ready for the burpees. And burpees, here we go. Step or hop. This is set 3 already. Hire those glutes as you stand up. Moving well, good work. Let's get a couple more here, 10 seconds. And rest or jumping jacks. I'm gonna take a little water break. Good job, this is the end of set 3. 15 seconds till we're back for set 4. Woo! There you go. Keeping it moving, having fun, and getting ready for those squats. Nice deep breath. Set the feet, eyes up, and starting set 4. As you get tired, that's when you really want to hone in your focus. Be aware of your positions. Good. Pulling those hips down, sinking those hips back. Very good. Fighting for that posture as you drop the hips down. So staying as tall as possible and getting ready to rotate. And here we go. Plank or renegade rows. Hips and shoulders as square as possible. Similar to that bent over row we did earlier. Elbow high, pull that shoulder blade in as you row. All right, second to last set of burpees, and begin. Full push-up, or have the plank be your top position, or bottom position rather. Everyone has the same top position. Standing tall, reaching to overhead. Moving well. If you're stepping, alternate that stepping leg. And rotate, step jacks or jump jacks. Whew. Nice work. All right, 15 seconds, and we'll be into that final round. All right, final time through on those thrusters, coming up in 5. Walk the feet right about hip width apart And begin. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. If you need a little bit of a rest, or if you're like 4 rounds was good for me, that's all right. Listen to your intuition. No ego here, nothing to prove. We're just moving our bodies, looking to stay strong. Last rep. Good job. Last time through on those renegades or planks. Here we go. Staying tight as you pull those elbows high. Eyes focused straight ahead, looking down at the wrist. Whew. Last bit of burpees coming up. Final minute of work. 2, 1, and here we go. Burpees. Whew. Good job. Midline strong. Squeeze that backside to pull yourself upright. Use your glutes to extend those hips. 10 seconds. And we'll have everybody finish on the stepper jump jacks. Good job, and transition. Step or jump. Final stretch here. Woo! Feel free to start to take it as a cool down. 15 seconds. And 2, 1, and everybody's done. Great job. Woo. High fives. Let's walk it out, grab a drink, and then we'll stretch. All right, very good. We're gonna stay up on our feet. We're gonna go into a behind the back stretch first. So interlace the hands, extend those elbows. Try not to overarch here. So ribs down, bend into those legs as you send those hips back. And breathe. You're gonna hold this about 20 seconds. So if you need a break from this bent over position, come on up. Otherwise, pulling the arms up and holding the weight through the legs, and hold the midline strong. And go ahead and tuck those hips under. Come on back up. Fantastic. Let's take it down to the floor. We're going to go seated figure 4 next. If you prefer to go on your back like we did the first time, you can do that as well. Otherwise, let's take your right foot, cross it over that left thigh, and you're going to walk that left foot in. And if you're in the seated position, you can open the chest at the same time. So lift the shoulders back, pull the chest open. I'll just kind of rock the leg side to side a little bit here. Go ahead, 10 more seconds. And go ahead and release. Before we go immediately into the other side, we're going to go into a hamstring stretch on this side. So extend that right leg out, pull the left leg in, just like a traditional hurdler stretch. And then we're just stretching out, reaching for the toes on that right side. Bow the head down and breathe. And this is one that's easy to make intense quick. So find that happy spot to where you feel a stretch, but your whole leg's not like shaking and you're not grimacing. And nice deep breath. As you exhale, if you can drop just a little bit more without getting too intense. One more breath and relax. Good job. Pull that foot in. We're going to go back to figure 4. This time, left foot over your right thigh. Walk that foot in. Pull the shoulders back, lifting through the chest. You want to just gently rock side to side, you can. Fantastic. And then go ahead and release. Runner stretch on the same side. Pull the right foot in, extend the left leg out. Sit tall up out of your hips, and then you'll just gently bow forward, reaching for the toes on that side. Dropping the head down. Good job. 10 more seconds here. Smooth breathing. And go ahead and release. Very nice. Walk both or bring both feet in, butterfly stretch. So bottoms of the feet together. Again, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back, and just let the legs drop down to the side. As I sit tall, I just gently lean forward, allow those inner thighs to open. One more breath here. And release. All right, we're gonna take it onto our back for our final stretch. We're gonna do a little bit of a spinal twist. If you'd like to have a pillow or a block around, you can grab that. And it's just gonna be basically one stretch, but a couple stretches to get into it. So as you lie back, let's start with your left knee, pulling it towards that left shoulder and actively drive that right thigh down. And we'll just say hello to the ankle here a minute, roll it around a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're gently going to bring this left knee across to the right side of your body. Glute stretch, and then you can go a little bit farther past that into that single leg twist. And this is where if you want to use a block at all to support this leg, and you can either stay here, or if you're fairly flexible, take your left hand, grab that right foot. We call this the bretzel. So you're basically stretching that quad of the downside leg as you have a little bit of a twist in that upside leg. And then look straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold this another 30 seconds, but if you need to come out of it sooner, please do. Or pull that chin in, close the eyes, and breathe. Nice deep breath. As you exhale, see if your body wants to go a little bit farther, but not forcing anything. And then take your time, go ahead and release, coming back out of it. On our way to the other side, we'll hug both legs into the chest, rocking side to side. And then when you're ready, you'll extend your left leg straight out. Start with that right leg, pulling it towards the right shoulder. We'll roll the ankles around on the right side. 3 to 5 one way, 3 to 5 the other. Very good. And then gradually bring it across the body, making your way into that single leg twist. Putting that block under the left knee if you'd like. And either just focus on this twisting position, or as able, right hand grabs the left foot. Pull yourself into that pretzel. 30 seconds here. Just breathe. Try to keep your shoulders square, looking straight up towards the ceiling, but then you can close the eyes. Good job. 10 more seconds. Breathe in deep. Exhale nice and long. Let all the air go. Let any stress, tension, worry go. And gradually release. Bring yourself back to center. And your choice here, either repeat that double knee to chest, or we can go into happy baby as our final one. Grabbing the ankles or the outside of the shins. Putting your elbows on the inside of the knees and rocking yourself side to side. Very good, folks. So anything else you want to add in? If you like that plow stretch, bring the feet over the head. You can always do a little bit of that. That feels good for your body. Otherwise, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, and hope to see you next time.